Hi, this is Darren and this is Tip Tap Game Clash. Yes, we are back with another episode where we look into those Nintendo eShop bargain buys. Today's title is Cyber Protocol, a kind of reimagining of a puzzle game where you have to guide your kind of circuit or chip around a circuit board and try and get to the end goal. It kind of reminds me of Choo Choo Rockets, but make up your own mind if you want to. It's currently on sale for 89p, so let's check out the review and see if it's worthy of a purchase. This is Cyber Protocol, a unique take on the maze puzzler, maybe? After its impressive graphic novel introduction, you're pretty much thrown into the game. The good thing is that from a control perspective it's really straightforward. Using your left control stick or D-pad, depending if you're using a Pro controller, you navigate yourself around a maze. However, unlike other puzzle games, this one's more comparable to the likes of Super Meat Boy because it's all about precision execution. If you fail to do your timings correctly, you're going to ultimately end up dead. And death does seem to play a key part in here. On some levels I've spent like 13 times dying just to try and get past one section. It never gets to the point of frustration because it's all about knowing the timings of when to execute that movement, which makes it actually more compelling to play. And the good thing is that while some levels are relatively short, there are hundreds of them to play through, which is great. And remember, this was 89p. Cyber Protocol does take on its own visual identity, which I suppose is great at the current time when games seem to fall into a kind of common trap. What I have noticed is that it's comparable to the likes of Geometry Wars, but while it's quite flat, it's very visually enlightening because of that neon colours. At times though, it does feel like your chip does go invisible because of the amount of stuff that seems to be going on around the screen. This isn't a bad thing because it's all about paying attention to the layouts. As you progress through each of the levels, there are new obstacles that are introduced. These might be laser beams that are timed down, things that bounce across the screens, blocks that only allow you to pass through one way, and it's up to you to kind of do this learning process for each of the levels in order to get to the end goal successfully. Also in each level there are bonus cubes which you can try to collect, and these are quite hard to achieve even on the earlier levels. In my opening introduction I did mention Choo Choo Rocket. If you've not seen that game, it was originally released on the Dreamcast and the idea was to guide mice to a rocket, straightforward, but you had directional arrows that you needed to use to guide the mice around. Cyber Protocol has a similar element that there are directional arrows in play, so as soon as you hit those, your chip will be basically bounded around the screen like no one's business, and that's where my similarities probably come to an end. Audio does become a bit repetitive, but you can overlook this because this is ultimately a casual game. And I suppose in some ways, like Mars Power Industries, which I reviewed last year, this has that same kind of quirkiness to it that you can pick it up, play it for like 10-15 minutes, put it back down, so if you're doing a commute and you've got this on your Switch, in your bag, on the go, it's perfect. Long play sessions, probably not your thing, but this is a casual game. As such, you need to take it from a casual game perspective that actually it's really enjoyable. As most games now on the iPhone and also Android seem to be costing about this price, it makes sense to be a purchase. When it comes to game extras, well, it's minimal, so don't focus too much on that. But this is still a standout game. And while yes, some of the later levels do get incredibly challenging and death is frequent, you do get a sense of pride that you've got through that level eventually, even if it's taking you half an hour. I really recommend Cyber Protocol, and I think it's certainly one to have if you're just playing games casually or commuting, especially if you want to clear a few levels in a quick tube journey. Let me know your comments on Cyber Protocol if you've got it in the comment section below. Also make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, this is Darren and this is Tip Tap Game Clash.